The Tower of Valni has appeared to the east of Castle Frelia on the world map. Once held by Grotto's troops, it has become home to a host of dark creatures. Battling these monstrosities is a good way for units to gain strength, aka EXP. Try using the tower as a training area to gain extra experience. Be aware, you cannot save your battle preparations for tower skirmishes. Once you clear a tower map, you'll have access to the next floor. Each floor is more difficult than the last, so come prepared. Dark creatures may also appear on other bases on the world map. To engage these demons in combat, simply place the cursor on their location and press the A button. If the battle goes poorly and you're in danger of losing units, use the retreat command on the map menu to withdraw your troops. Like so, here is one, entombed in Zaha Woods, and here's the Tower of Valni. Hi everyone, Cendril here, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. So this is somewhat new to Fire Emblem at the time, at least that I can think of. Well, new except for FE Gaiden. Always make that caveat with a lot in this game. Being on the world map, you can fight at different places and get additional EXP. Now, this doesn't happen in a lot of Fire Emblem games. You just go from one map to the next. So, you have to get your units EXP through just fighting the maps. However, in FE8, you can go grind if you want to or need to and get additional EXP. So, for example, they're on the bottom because they technically just joined. You could take Seth, I guess, or who's somebody that's low on, that's a low level? Garcia. If I decided, hey, you know what, I feel like using Garcia, I could run to the Tower of Valni and throw Garcia with some help and have him kill a bunch of the monsters to get EXP. Or if I decided, you know what, I am going to use Kyle and he's behind in levels, then I could go to the Tower of Valni and do that. Now I'm going to pick somebody and take them to the tower. That way they can do that. The thing you need to watch out for is your item usage, because you still do use your items, your weapons up in there. Take the Iron Sword. So you have to be careful about that. Now we did just get 10,000 gold, however, that we can use to buy items. Items, weapons, whatever we need. You're level 9. That's good. Give the elixirs, which are not a bad item to sell, as an aside. Do I have another? I do. Good news. Give the door key. Okay, good. I do have another Iron Axe. Do you have one? And Garcia has one. Okay, good. Of course, your healer isn't going to go alone. If you want to level up the healer. And it's kind of hard to level up the healers in the tower. You'll see why as I go there. But on the random maps, where you just fight, like out here, you can. Because it acts more like a traditional map. Again, you'll see as we do it. Alright, our next destination is Fort Rigwald. However, that's not what we're going to be doing this episode. I'm going to be showing off the random battle here and the tower. We'll first start with the Tower of Valni. So the way it works is, you enter. It'll say Tower of Valni 1, which is where you're at, the first floor. And you pick units to go with you. You can take up to 8. If you're going to level somebody up and you're confident that they can at least take some hits, save before you do this, by the way. Take very few units. So, who do I want to give EXP to? Joshua, sure. So, we'll take, I guess Ross too. You'll take as few people as you need, basically. I'll take these 6 anyway. I just want to show off the fight. Just know that you can take 1 unit if you want to, and as long as they can survive, you can just have them soak up all the EXP themselves. So, I'll take 6 people. There are 15 enemies. A lot of them are going to be these revenants that are not very dangerous. We know they have 7 might from their claw, but other than that, their stats are terrible. An attack of 10. You're gonna drop a rune sword. That's cool. Sometimes the there's a monster that'll drop something. Like this guy. This is a A-rank sword, imbued with dark magic. It has a range of 1 to 2. This is a magic sword. You can use it to hit ranged with. I'll go over it more probably next episode. I didn't even think that would show up. That's cool. I think it only shows up once the first time. I don't remember. Of course, the big problem is going to be the boss monster, which is an entombed. But this is where you're going to get all the EXP. Whatever unit kills it is going to level up. We saw that with Seth back in the woods several episodes ago. A few episodes ago. His stats still aren't great, which is good. Ross, Joshua, right there. Move Namie up a little bit. Okay. Now the enemy, here's the trick, is going to charge at you. Oh, Joshua, don't get hit. So, what you want to do is try to get on a pillar as quickly as possible, especially if you're doing just the using 1 unit method. Now, you see you don't get a lot of EXP for these basic guys. Like I said, the big thing is killing the boss. That gets you all the EXP. Get you a level, basically. And this is just a way to level up. Well, it doesn't get Joshua a lot. It'll get Ross a lot of EXP. Level 5. HP luck. Ugh. The other reason you can save and really how you really abuse the system is if you don't like the level ups, reload your save, come back in and do it again. Which, to be honest, I'm probably going to do for that Ross level. Why? Because I can. Now the monsters, like I said, are going to charge at you. So if you bring just 1 unit here, all you do, sit on a pillar until they destroy all the enemies. The boss will not move, then you go up, and a few of these will move eventually. Oh, here's another entombed. I didn't see you. You're dangerous. But then you kill the boss, get a ton of EXP, you get a level, basically. You get a level, and rinse and repeat until the unit is what level you want. This is abusable. It would be even more abusable if it wasn't for your items breaking. But even then, you can go buy more iron weapons for pretty cheap. So that's what you need to do. Can even you kill one of these calm? No. You don't have enough strength. Okay, Iron Sword you. So just make sure that the unit that you are going to train has enough weapons. It's very important. Level up! Level 10. HP, speed, luck. Now, I honestly don't know how much I'm going to use the tower. The reason I say that is I typically don't use the tower a lot. If at all, really. I just run through the stages like a typical Fire Emblem game. But, this being a Let's Play, I might take the tower and change party members out. That way I can keep party members at a certain, keep the party members I'm not going to use very often at a certain level range within the rest of the party, so I can kind of switch them out and show you different characters. And maybe do some more support conversations. Bye! Thanks, Namie. There's her critical animation. Twirling the arrow. Sometimes you get some cash. Sometimes they have a little bit of money on them. just a very tiny amount. You might see that from me. So if I use the tower, it'll be in that regard. Or if I just feel like somebody has fallen behind that I want to use. Not Ross, he'll catch up very fast. But, you know, somebody kind of falls behind level-wise. Maybe Calm, although he wouldn't do very well in here. Not as he is, with my luck. But you might see that from me. So just keep that all in mind. Oh, come on, Ross. That extra 20 avoidance from the pillars can make all the difference. Hopefully Ross will be able to dodge a hit. Oh, nobody wants to dodge. Alright, Calm gains a level. Level up. Level 8. 1 speed. No luck. How much defense do you have now? Bronze 10? Yeah. He barely scratch you. I'm gonna have you try to get hit up here. So there you go. Here's the Tower of Valni. You can level up your characters. If you want to take the time, you can get them all the way to promotion right now. You can do that. That is a thing you can do. Hell, you don't even damage Franz. So, will it make the game easier? Yeah, for sure. You'll have promoted units already. Is it necessary? No, not at all. Is it fun in its own way? Absolutely. So again, how much I use the tower is really up in the air. Just depends on what I feel like doing. Same with taking the random battles on the map. It'll play like a traditional battle. There'll be enemies all around. Typically there is fog of war, so be careful about that. Bronze gains a level. Level 12. HP, skill, resistance. Hey, he got res. I don't know if that's going to stay. Oh, there went the Iron Lance. Don't know if that res is going to stay. Haven't decided whether I am going to reset or not. Because again, that's a thing you can do. Level 6 for us. HP luck. Yeah, definitely. I need Russ to get better levels than that. I want him. I don't need him to, but I want him to. The Tower of Valni, from what I can remember when this game kind of first came out on message boards and stuff, had the Fire Emblem community really split. Some people thought it was cool that you could use that you could use this as a training ground to gain levels for characters that maybe you weren't using or just went to give a try. Or maybe, you know, a character isn't getting good level ups. Let's take, for example, Ford. Wasn't getting good level ups, and so you weren't using Kyle, and you wanted to see if Kyle got better level ups for you for this playthrough. So you could bring him to the Tower of Valni, let him get kills, and level up. That was something you could do. But some people felt it made the game too easy, because you just, you can level people up to, you know, really high levels, and then that's it. Bye! There's the critical animation. Good job, Ross. For me, I don't have a problem with the tower, because you don't have to use it. At least on normal. On hard, I bet you have to use it more. But, you don't have to ever use the tower, and it's not required. Again, just stay on a pillar if you're only using like one character. Give them a Volinary just in case. Make sure that their weapon isn't going to break. Give them a nice sturdy weapon or a spare one. And really, melee characters are the best to do here because an archer can get surrounded and then, well, that's it. And this could be Ross. Yep, it is. Oh well, I was going to reset anyway. Don't care. This is the danger that can happen to, I am a warrior to the very end. There's his death quote. So he's dead. Yep, he'd be dead forever. Here's the rune sword, by the way. The rune sword does hit magic. It hits your res, not your defense. It counts as a magic attack. Which is why it would do even more damage to Joshua than normal. And that's what'll happen if the RNG doesn't go your way, you know, doing the single unit method. You can get hit, maybe even crit, the character dies, that's fine. You just save before you enter the tower and go until it does go your way. Kill the boss for a level. Observe, level 12. Can you kill the boss? No, not this turn. Unless you crit! Crit for me, Franz! Nope, oh well. You do have to beat all the enemies to get through. Of course, units with lower defense will be more at risk, but... Oh, we get the Iron Lance because he switched. Because he switched to the Rune Sword. It's whatever the second weapon is for that guy. Oh, well, whatever. Again, resetting. So, there's the retreat command that you can use to leave in case somebody's about to die. Of course, it won't bring back a unit that does die. You're going to attack Franz, and then I can show that Franz will get a complete level from this. And I'll go for just about any unit. He was at 24, and lo and behold, 24. With a full level up, level 13. HP, skill, defense. Unfortunately, he will keep none of those stats. So, how much I use the, Oh! Maybe Calm will die too. No. I could have shown off another death quote. That's what we do here on the channel. Look at the positive side of things. Alright, so I'm going to reset, obviously. And there's the tower. Again, how much I am going to use it for this playthrough is very much up in the air. I honestly don't know. So, I'll reset and I'll show off how the battling on the map works. Alright, we're back. One last note about the tower that I wanted to go over. What you want to do is just do the first floor, and then you can continue to go. You can do as much of the tower as you want. But if you're just leveling, is to just do one floor, leave, and then go back. Because you'll always start at the bottom. You'll always start from floor 1. Basically, if you're trying to see just how high you can go, you have to do it consecutively. But the way to level the characters is just do the first floor, get the free level, exit, save if you liked what happened, rinse and repeat over and over again until, again, your character is where you want it to be. Alright, for the rest of this episode, I'm going to show off how the battle works if you run into an enemy, like so. Skirmish! Wherever the enemy is, so for example here, Zaha Woods, you'll face them in the, well, Zaha Woods map. You'll get to take a certain amount of units. It's usually 8, I believe. Or I think it may depend on the area. Again, I don't remember it too well. So we'll take just a group of 8. I'll just put Calm there. I'll take Ephraim. Why not? Sure. Again, I'm just going to show this. I'll probably end up resetting the game and just going to Fort Ringwald. You can't check the map. Okay, this one doesn't have Fog of War. That's good. You may see some enemies here that you're unfamiliar with. Just remember to always check. Iron Sword, Iron Lance, Sword. This guy has 1 gold, by the way. Woo. And yes, he will drop one gold. Sometimes they have, like, we got 50. They have different amounts of cash. You will have to beat all enemies. This is a Tarvos. Vile man beasts who thunder into combat with colossal axes. They act like knights, you could say. Well, they act like cavaliers, in a way. Really high movement, high strength, high defense, good speed, low resistance. This is a moth dog. I know it says Doog, but moth dog. The blood-hungry demon dogs that attack with king-edge fangs. They act like Myrmidons. Very high skill and speed. Now, they also have 7 movement. Unlike Myrmidons, of course. But, high skill and speed, lowish strength and defensive stats. They have Fiery Fang. Later on, they'll get bigger ones. But, this one only has an attack of 9. What you need to be careful of is the crit chance. They do have a small chance to crit. This Tarvos has a Sword Slayer. Good against sword fighters. What this does is it reverses the weapon triangle. Which means, instead of... It's an axe that beats spears. Axes usually beat spears. The Sword Slayer reverses it, and it's strong versus swords, but weak to lances. So just think it reverses the weapon triangle. That's how that works. I believe, right? Sword Slayer, I believe so. I believe this is the one that reverses the weapon triangle. Here's the boss. Again, whoever kills it is because it's an entombed and a boss. Whoever kills it gets a free level. Iron Axe, and that'll be it. So just, you know, go through the item, you know, go through the... See... let me check that. Just, you know, go through, make sure that everything is how you want it. You know, just know what their capabilities are. You see the Sword Slayer, you keep that in mind. You know, just look for things that are out of the ordinary. Woo, one gold. And then once you're happy, this plays like a map. So you just go through it like a map. Like any other map. Right there. Joshua can move it. Now, one thing to go over really quick. It should make sense because we're following Ephraim. Ephraim is now the main lord. He's the one that has the supply command now, like Erica had, where you could trade and use the supply if you're next to Ephraim. Alright. Again, just make sure you watch out. If you're going to do a lot of these, keep an eye on your weapon durability and how much you have in stock and how much gold you have. Thank you for critting that guy, Ephraim. Just utterly destroy him. And I'll go through this real quick. It may end up being a long episode, like the last one, but, you know, I went over a lot last episode. We had the cutscene and, you know, all of that. Well, flashback scene. The thing that's going to get you killed here on these maps, the tower and the skirmish maps, more than anything, is one unit getting ganged up on. So, like, everybody hitting one unit and that unit falling. The enemies in the skirmishes, and especially the tower, as you saw, are more aggressive. They're gonna charge at you. And they're with the Iron Lance. And there's the 1 gold! Woo! The other thing you can use this map for, these types of maps for, is to build up supports. You just get down to where you have the boss won't move, and you can grind out the supports. Level up! Level 5. HP luck. That seems really familiar, Ross. Come on. Oh, here goes the evil monster wolf thing. Not a lot of HP, though. I do kind of like the way it attacks, though. It lunges at you. Thanks, Ephraim. Good, good. And Ephraim gains a level. Level 10. HP defense. That could have been better. But defense is nice. Alright, Russ gains another level. Level 6. HP, skill, speed, luck. Okay, skill and speed are good. And luck, yeah. More stats are good. No. 1 and 2. Now, as units level up, they're not going to get as much EXP. That's why if you're gonna level using the tower, if you're gonna level using the tower is really nice because the boss will always give you that level. That's real. Everything else is just nice little extra EXP. This is why I needed Russ to dodge at least one. Everyone gets a level because Entomb just give a ton of EXP in general. 11. 1 strength. Sure. Man, the level ups have just not been going my way. Yeah, you see how that axe has the down arrow? Because it's on the wrong side of its special weapon triangle by reversing it. Oh, Ephraim. Why didn't you get a better level? Right there. Right there. Joshua's about to level up. Guess I can give him a level. And of course, Seth is gonna kill the boss. 'Cause I can. Enter. Heal, and that does it for this heal staff. And that's that. Alright, I don't think the boss moves. I better be careful. The boss may move if you get in range. So, we'll just be careful. Darn, Seth can almost one-shot with the steel hit. Well! And there's the Paladin critical with the spear. Looks really awesome with the spear. It really looks like a charge. Yep, the boss does move. Okay. Glad I remembered that right. It was kind of in the back of my mind. It's like, wait. Good. Almost. Almost, Seth. We're not gonna waste the silver sword on this guy, though. There we go. And that'll get Seth a level. 1 for being an entombed, and, you know, even more so for being a boss. Come on, Seth! Level 5. HP speed. Aw. Man, the levels just don't really want to go my way. So, again, I may just reset. Because I can. Anyway, Joshua can kill the last guy. Why not? Hit. And hit. That gets Joshua a level. Level up. Level 10. Strength, skill, speed, luck. See, that's more like it. All the level ups should have been like that. Anyway, no, I'm not going to save. I'm just gonna go back to the world map. for the next episode. If I end up doing some fights, like I said, I might do a fight or two in the tower or something and get some people some levels. If I do, I'll let you know at the beginning of next episode what the level ups were, and then we will head to Fort Ringwald. The systems here, you can use it or abuse it as much as you want. A lot of people don't like that. I do, because it makes the game easier for those that maybe aren't great at tactical turn-based games like this, but still want to play it because they enjoy them or like the story or whatever the reason they want to play, but maybe they're not good at it. This gives them a way to level up their characters and give them a better fighting chance. And for those of you who say, well, it makes the game too easy, you don't have to do it. Always remember that. All this is optional. Unless they spawn on a place you want to buy items from. But that's beside the point. It's beside the point. The tower is completely optional. You don't have to fight in the tower. You never have to. You can just go through the story and challenge yourself. You don't have to use it. So I don't understand that argument as much. If you say the game is too easy from using the tower too much, well, I like to look at it as the tower is there to help people who maybe aren't as good at the game as veterans of the series or those that are really good at turn-based games like this. It's there to help, and I think we should look at it that way. Until the next episode where we will head to Fort Ringwald, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.